Saw the money and got activated. Saw that money and got activated. I saw that money and got activated.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. I kind of want to get the hard body into some like decent looking shape because spring is right around the corner. Although it seems like it may be far, it's really not that far. February is literally like 3 days away, and after February is March. March is spring. So with spring comes car meets. Everyone starts kind of getting together again, and I'd really rather have my biggest problem with rushing things is I always want something cool to drive. The BMW is a nice car, don't get me wrong, but it's just not cool to me. Like, I would rather show up in like a shit box or like something that I like built myself. I don't know where I'm going with this, but with that being said, I want to try to get the hard body in decent shape, maybe try to get some wheels on it. I'm currently I think I'm going to talk to a few companies and see if maybe ordering wheels for this and the BMW as a package deal, if I could somehow get like some type of discount that way, because I do want to get wheels for the Beamer too. So in today's video though, we're gonna try to get this dent out that we caused like an idiot, and I don't think it'd be terrible. I know it's doable, but with the amount, it's not really creased anywhere. Actually, it is creased right here, but I think it's doable. It's definitely not going to be hidden though. You're going to be able to tell the body damage was there. So I'm thinking about making a livery kit that kind of covers this corner, like maybe do like some type of design from like here to here. I don't know, I might have to hit up somebody and see if they can design me something to kind of go from right there, and that would help cover up any body damage right there. And enough with talking. I'm gonna get this thing moved over, get the heat gun out, and see what we can do with this dent. So okay, so what I'm doing now is I'm heating up the metal with a paint gun. I think the real benefit to this is to not crack the paint and to kind of weaken up the metal a little bit. Obviously the paint's already cracked down here. Got the top section of the dent out. Now we just gotta figure out how to get this section out. That's a lot better, at least. I don't know if you can tell, but it's not nearly as bad. So, give me a second, I'm going to try to figure out a way to get this smaller dent out. Okay, so we've been messing with it for a minute. Obviously not the proper way to do it, but obviously the bed's kind of already damaged and spots and stuff, so I really don't care too much. Obviously I already knew it was kind of not going to be show quality. Like the bed, I mean, this truck is gonna, you know, the back of it's gonna get smashed up and stuff, especially once it gets skidded this spring/summer. You know, I'm gonna be learning. So what I'm basically trying to say is this truck will most likely get wrecked again, so I'm not really all too worried about a dented up bed. But I have to say, it looks way better. Like if you're not up close to it, you can't see all the damage, but like the dent was gigantic, so it was super noticeable. But now, I mean, you can, from right here, it's not even almost noticeable really. There's a slight little cave in right here. I might try and push that out, but other than that, I mean, it honestly does not look bad at all. So like I said, I think I might try and cover it up with some vinyl so that you can't see some of like you can tell where the metal's poking out. Like that's, if I would have did this the proper way, it probably would have looked a lot better, but I don't have patience for that. So the panel looks kind of crinkled, obviously, but who really cares, right? Because this, I mean, look at there's scratches all over this thing anyway. So like I said, gonna try to cover that up with vinyl, and then we're gonna see what we can do with trying to flare this out. I feel like that'd look cool. My main goal is to like have this thing presentable by IFO, just so we have something cool to drive. I really just recently got this like urge to like drive this thing out of state to some shows and stuff. Not that the truck itself is like show worthy, but it's rad, it's cool, it's got low mileage, it's only got 100,000 miles on it, which is really low for a truck its age. I mean, it's honestly reliable. The only issues I've ever had with it has all been issues that I've caused, like blown tires. That's all 100% my fault. Pretty much everything that's ever went wrong with it's been my fault. So yeah, I really would love to drive this thing like down south or something. I feel like that'd be a blast, but I don't know. I need more friends that are like willing to do stuff like that. Camden will drive pretty much just about anywhere. He doesn't care. But like, I would like to get like a whole squad of friends to just like travel like to like 3 or 4 different states, not even to really do anything, but to just cruise. I don't know. I feel like that'd be really fun. I've been watching a lot of the Drift Week stuff, and that looks like a blast. But oh, I don't want to keep rambling on. That's probably going to be pretty much it on this dent video. I think it's kind of hysterical that I used a Harbor Freight pickle fork and a hammer and a breaker bar to remove a dent. 3 tools that should be nowhere near bodywork. But you know what? That's fine. So I was looking at these front fenders, because they have that fender gap that kind of created itself when we were rolling the fenders. And I was looking at, it looks like the bracket in there just kind of stretched. So I'm thinking that if we remove the inner liner right here, we could probably get in there and just kind of pry the fender back to its original state. I don't really see how else this would have moved, to be completely honest. So I'm hoping that does the trick. Just looks like the brackets in there bent from when we were pulling the fenders. That's like another reason why I want to put 4-wheel drive fenders on this thing, because that will eliminate having to pull the fenders so much. So another thing is, I had said I was going to order wheels for this, and I have to get I'm gonna get adapters that go from 6 by 5.5 to 5 by 4.5, which is 5 by 114.3, and that's what like Hondas, 240s, stuff like that. That's all their lug patterns. So that wheel is really common to get, and it's cheaper to get because it's not such an uncommon size, really popular size or lug pattern. I would just keep the factory lug pattern, but it's a truck lug pattern, and you're looking at car wheels, so it's really hard to find a nice wheel, and the ones that you can find are ugly in my opinion. So the downside to that is that adapter's like almost 2 inches, it looks like. So the front right now has a 2-inch spacer on it, so it'll pretty much stay about this width, but the rear with a 2-inch spacer on it and an offset wheel, it'll put it like clear out into the fender. So that's the main reason for wanting to do the wide body. Plus I think it looks better. I'll put a picture up right now of what a truck with the wide four-wheel drive fenders look like, so that you guys kind of have an idea and you don't think I'm like crazy. And then hopefully I can find a way to figure out how to do that flare kit without molding it into the bed. It sucks because I kind of like this factory bed look, but this side of the bed is in really mint shape, like it's straight as an arrow. But if you, so like look at this side, right? Like look at the flare, look how perfect it is. You look at this side, you can see where the fender is just kind of warped out. Obviously this side's really dirty, so it doesn't look nearly as good, but you can see where it's warped out, and it just looks like crap, if I'm being honest. So yeah guys, that's gonna wrap up this video for today. Got that dent taken care of. Next couple of videos will probably be of the hard body, just because I want to start trying to tidy this thing up. Like I said, look how stock this thing is. Literally bone stock all the way to the intake, and I'm not touching it either. I'm gonna drift it this way. I'm not gonna put a cold air intake on it. I'm not gonna paint the valve cover. Literally I'm just gonna drift it just like this, just to prove to you guys that you can do some suspension mods and weld a diff and drift these things. Obviously, like I might add an oil cooler to it, or upgraded oil cooler and a power steering cooler and stuff like that, because those are the things that get hot when you drift. But yeah, I always do this where I like try to end a video and I keep rambling on. So with that being said guys, I'll see you guys in the next video. I appreciate you guys watching. Comment below and tell me what you guys thought of my Harbor Freight dent fix, and I'll see you guys later. Deuces.
Life be like